So since I know not everybody's going to be online today, what we're going to do is I'm going to cover this part again with the second part of the class. But you guys are to go home and do the activity 209. It's called See No Evil, Hear No Evil. So we're going to kind of talk about what you need to do. Okay? You need 2 subjects. Okay? That just fancy word for people. Okay? It can be 2 friends, it can be 2 family members, it can be somebody, but it has to be 2 people. Okay? You need 2 index cards with, or pieces of paper with 10 numbers on it from 00 to 99. Yes, sir. They're going to do this on their own as well. You're going to do this at home. You're going to be doing this at home. Yeah. You could do it today at home if you wanted to. Okay. Index cards, 10 numbers from 0 to 199. Yep, I'm going to show you how to get those. Make sure you got it. And then subject A, will be given 30 seconds to read the numbers. Okay. And they have to remember them as many numbers as they can. So they're going to read the numbers and try to remember all 10. Okay. Once those 30 seconds is up, they have to repeat the ABCs and then give you the numbers, or give subject B the numbers. Okay. Questions on subject A. Subject B, but you're there to kind of supervise. Right. So here, let me get subject B, then I'll tell, and then we'll run through like a little dry run. Okay. Okay. Subject B. So subject B is going to have subject A read the 10 numbers to them for 30 seconds. Okay. Once that 30 seconds is up, subject B has to repeat ABCs and then report the numbers to them. Okay.
I didn't understand that.
Shut up, Bixby. Nobody was talking to you. That's how I feel about Bixby. Okay, so what's going to happen? Let's talk about getting the numbers first. Okay. And this will kind of cover. If you get your calculator out, I'm going to pause it while you get your calculators out. So if you have questions of how to run this, if you go to page, I think I wrote it down. I didn't. Was it? 209. Oh, I did write it down. Good for me. So you can go there and get the directions for what you need to do. Okay? All right. Any questions on that? Love it. Okay. So let's start off with, again, just some quick vocab words. What exactly is the population? If you were thinking science, what would it be? Not sample size. Yep. So it's the entire group of individuals we want information about. So even if, and I was having a tough time coming up with a different word besides individuals. So if I want to look at the batteries, the lifetime of a battery, then I would have to come up here and say that the entire group of batteries produced that day or in the factory or anything along those lines. That's my population, okay? And then of course your sample. So this is just going to be a subset from which we actually, yeah, cal calculate our data, okay? So that one's pretty straightforward. And then there's one more. Now, census, we kind of went through that with the states, all right? This is where we collect data from every individual in the population, okay? Now, what are some problems with the census? Not with the one that we run in the states or what we just did, but what's the general problem with census? Hard to do. That's right. Okay. What else do you think? How about that? Expensive. Did I spell it right? Expensive. Yep. Like, that's good. All right. And then you've got time consuming. Takes a lot of time. Expensive. Hard to do. Okay. If you had to get every individual, is it practical? Is it practical though to get do they get every individual? Right. And so because you got the people that are hiding, what about the guys that are homeless? There you go. You got to be careful with those guys. Okay. So we're going to move into they've already microchipped you. As soon as you got your vaccine, they microchipped you. Yeah. Okay. So when we got to take a sample, we got to do a survey. All right. The first thing that you got to do is we need to state exactly what population we want to. How about this? We'll just say describe, investigate, whatever you want to call it. All right. So we're doing a sample. We're doing it's again when we say survey, that's just me collecting data. Okay. So we're going to cover a couple of them today. We'll cover some more tomorrow and then some more on Wednesday. All right. And then we're going to show you how to do it and some of the drawbacks, some of the benefits, and some of the things that we need to make sure that we don't do. Okay. All right, number 2 is we need to state exactly what we want to measure. Okay, and then number 3, state how we decide to choose our sample from the population. And then later on in chapters 8 and 9, we're going to talk about what the minimum requirements are for the sample size that will lead us to a normal distribution that's going to actually be worthwhile. If we don't do that at that point, then our data is going to be either biased, skewed, or trashy. Okay? All right, so bias is the design of a statistical study shows bias if it would consistently underestimate or overestimate the value you want to know about. And we're going to talk a bit more of that later using the information we're going to show you here. But bias is bad, okay? Because it gives a non-response to the question you're actually looking for. And it could lead to people making poor decisions off of your poor data, okay? Conversation. Okay, so we talked about real quick in the class about convenience sample and voluntary sample. Real quick, convenience sample is going to be like a convenience store. It's easy, but it's cheap, not good. All right. And then your voluntary sample, think of CNN polls, Fox News polls, stuff that's going to be leaving something out of your sample, or it could be leading towards bias, like we talked about with CNN, leading towards the left, so it'd be a Democrat, and then the Fox would be leaning to the right, which would be more Republican. Okay, so your random sample involves a chance process to determine which members of the population are included in the sample, obviously. Our bread and butter, we've talked about in class just now, our simple random sample, SRS, from here on out, is going to be said of size n, and then every individual has the same equal chance to be selected. So everybody gets the opportunity to be selected, all right? Paper, simple. Write how about name, place in a hat, and draw. Simple as that. Okay. Technology, we talked about that. That's going to be your random integer. And if you need help using that, I can show you what to do with that one. Table is my least favorite. Okay, the reason why it's my nemesis is because the print is so stinking small. All right, so basically what would happen is you've got these different lines here, right? So then you just sit there and go there. So you'd start here, and whatever number works through it, like if we were doing 2 digits, we'd go 69. That'd be 05, so it'd be 5. Then you'd go 16, 48, 17, 87, 17, 40. But numbers are so small. It's at the end of your book. Back of the book. Back of the book. Okay. We'll work with that one too in class and part of your homework. But with the time frame I have, we'll work with everybody else just so that everybody can see it, and then we'll work on some problems. Your 2 through 12 evens. And I wish I could come up with a good turn-in date. Okay, so I'm going to stop the video there, and then we'll show you a little bit more in class how to